Have you ever planned a business meeting and it conflicts with a personal activity? How about intending to go for a run in the evening only to realize you promised your wife that you would take care of something? Or you have date night planned with your wife and Calendly scheduled a prospective client meeting at the very same time. Hi, my name is Mark Anderson. I'm an entrepreneur and an endurance athlete. When you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you will be inspired and educated about business, fitness, and life. I believe that lessons learned in one area of our lives can teach us lessons in other areas of our lives. I will upload a video every single Friday. Today, I'm going to talk about using your calendar to achieve your goals. I ran in the Houston Chevron Marathon on January 15th, 2017. It was 64 degrees when I started the race. 4 hours, 14 minutes, and 30 seconds later, I finished. But it was the most painful and difficult race of my life. My average pace was a dreadful 9 minutes and 41 seconds per mile. I was so upset with the results, I devised a plan to redeem myself by signing up for the Fidelity Woodlands Marathon. It was about 2.5 months later on March 4th, 2017. The results were very different. When the race started, the temperature was 56 degrees and it was a gorgeous day. When the race was finished, I felt fully redeemed with a time of 3 hours, 39 minutes, and 57 seconds, an average pace of 8 minutes and 24 seconds per mile. The difference between the two races in terms of time was a whopping 34 minutes and 33 seconds, or 1 minute and 19 seconds per mile. That was huge. Not only was the difference in time massive, but I had a blast. I was prepared and I was ready to race. Why were these two races so different in terms of time and enjoyment? Simple. In the Houston Marathon, my IT bands, the tendons that run outside your thigh from your hip to your shin, were killing me. I constantly had to stop running to get relief from the pain. So why did I feel the pain in the Houston Marathon and not in the Woodlands Marathon? Also simple. It was training. For the Woodlands Marathon, I did my strength workouts, specifically those workouts and exercises that would prepare my IT bands. I hated doing those workouts, but what I hated even more was not being prepared for race day. The failure of the Houston Marathon motivated me to better prepare for the Woodlands Marathon. By the way, failure will be the topic of my next video. Jesse Zavala, my endurance and strength coach, uses a program called Training Peaks to communicate what workouts will be for the upcoming week. It's a wonderful program, and the information it gathers about your fitness is incredibly useful, but it lacks a very important component. When do the workouts get done? Personally, I have never had any trouble getting my runs in. I always seem to have or make time for my run workouts. It was the strength, stretch, and yoga routines that I didn't have time for and inevitably got skipped. Something always came up, like my niece's softball game or dinner with family. That led me to another question. How do I make sure I get my workouts in and I still go to my niece's softball game? Yet again, very simple. Getting every workout, every personal event, every business event and activity on my calendar. Seem excessive? I agree, but doing it certainly paid off for me this week. Jesse posts my workouts for the upcoming week each Sunday. That is when I plan my entire week. I put every workout in Training Peaks into my Microsoft calendar. I do the same thing with business and personal activities and tasks as well. This way, I have a plan and I'm much more likely to complete tasks on my calendar. Doing this paid off big for me this week. I love doing my long runs at Brazos Bend State Park. Conservatively estimating the trip means 1 hour drive time there, 1 hour drive time back, plus the run, which is, let's say, 20 miles this coming Saturday. Again, conservatively estimating 1 hour for every 5 miles of running. That would make the trip a 6-hour endeavor door to door. But wait, I am hosting my networking group's crawfish boil this Saturday. A couple of guys from the networking group will be at my place at 10 a.m. to start preparing and setting up. If I'm going to be there on time to greet my guests, I'll need to leave for Brazos at 3 a.m. Oh well, I guess I'm not going to Brazos. I'll have to run from home and start my run early enough to get back before folks start showing up. Had I not put this stuff on my calendar, something would have slipped through the cracks, like my most important run before the big race on May 21st. I'll tell you guys more about that later. It also helps me get tasks I dislike completed. I am not fond of dragging the tire. It's normally a 1-hour workout and it's very difficult. My mindset when I don't get my workouts on my calendar is I'll do the tire drag during lunch, or I'll do that workout tonight when Trish is doing her workout. Guess what? It doesn't get done, or some other obligation I had forgotten about comes up. So, what is my current goal and how does my calendar play a part? I want to take first place in my age group in the Hidden Hills 50-mile ultra marathon on May 21st, 2022. What is the big goal you're planning for? For every goal, you should have a plan, and that plan can be broken down into smaller steps. Steps that can be scheduled and put on your calendar. My workouts are the individual steps for my current ultra marathon goal, and I get them on my calendar so I can be certain that I have scheduled the time to get them done. In my last race, the Rocky Raccoon 100-miler at Huntsville State Park on February 5th and 6th, I took third place in my age group. There was less than 15 minutes difference between me and the second place finisher. Looking back, I think about all those workouts skipped and wonder, if I had completed all those workouts, could I have been 15 minutes faster? I say yes. The same philosophy holds true for business and personal activities. For example, I really don't like doing monthly invoicing for my business. My preference is to stay focused on helping my clients through accounting and education. But what happens if I don't do the invoicing? I wouldn't have the cash to cover payroll and other expenses. So what do? I schedule it on my calendar. How often have you had to cancel an activity you wanted to do because of a forgotten commitment? What are the first activities you're going to add to your calendar? When will you sit down and schedule your upcoming week? Put your answer in the comments. Scheduling the activities needed to reach your goals on your calendar will help you to plan when you will do all the needed activities, identify potential conflicts and adjust your schedule, and help you be as prepared as possible to achieve your goals. Next week, we talk about how to use failure to be successful. Lastly, quick update on my training for this week. It illustrates why I did this video. Missed Monday's tire drag and Wednesdays. Going back to Tuesday, I did an extra run from Jesse's place back to mine after a strength workout. Sunday's tire drag did get done, but sometimes Training Peaks doesn't always match up activities correctly. Skip the yoga routine. Have I told you how much I hate yoga? Overall, it was a good week, but I skipped some workouts. As I'm wrapping up production for this video, most of the week has already passed. So far, I haven't missed a single workout. I put every workout on my calendar.